Hello everyone, welcome back to FX 20 Pips. Today is the 9th of July 2023. It's a Sunday and time is now 1:17 a.m. GMT plus 8 my time. I don't have the opportunity to use my studio because my children was here playing their games, and I can only use it now after midnight. And I wanted to do a quick catch up on the chart on GBPUSD, especially after the NFP on Friday. All right, so I don't want to delay it too long, and just want to get this done on the weekend so that if you do have a look at this YouTube video, you can hopefully learn something. All right, and then you have the weekend to analyze the chart also. Now, looking at the chart, we are at the GBPUSD 8 hours. So briefly, is that the candle has closed above this 8 hours trend line, which is a P wave. All right, and the candles has close above it, and it is just near, or it could be a bit exceeding the previous 6-month high. All right, so let's go down to the 1 hour chart to have a better look at it. Okay, so we are here in the 1 hour chart, and this is the Friday chart. Right, obviously this is the Thursday, and then this is the Friday, and NFP was at 8:30 my time, GMT plus 8. All right, and before that I had drawn the usual breakout buy and breakout sell. Now, if you look at the chart, you would see my daily routine of previous day high, midpoint, and low. And obviously this is the week Monday opening. Now, just by looking at this Friday, you would see that by doing the routine drawing of these lines, okay, you can see that on Friday the price never ever dropped below the previous day midpoint. Okay, that in a sense will give you a bit of assurance if you were to take any trades, and the stop loss would most probably be just around the previous day midpoint. Okay, and of course if you want to be very sure, you can even put it under previous day low. And that is why I keep saying that by drawing all these previous day high, midpoint, and low, it would help you in your charting, in your trades. Now let's go to the breakout buy and sell on its own. Now look at the time, and you can see that this is the 8 hours candle. Okay, we are at a 1 hour chart, so this is the 8 hours candle. This is the this is the 8 p.m. candle. This is the 9 p.m. candle. I was in my Discord group, I drew this breakout buy and sell, and I was thinking that price would range further until about 8:30 when the NFP news come out, and then it would either go up or down. Now, however, at this time of 5 p.m., okay, this is a 5 p.m. candle, the price started to move. Okay, and to me it was sort of a surprise, because like what I say, usually NFP day the price will range, but then the price started to move and actually close above the buy zone. Then the 6 p.m. candles closed even further up, nearer to the 8 hours trend line. Then this candle become a indecisive one, right, the doji one. And then what happened next is this is the 8 p.m. candle, which is 30 minutes before the news strikes. You can see that when the news starts to comes in, it went up all the way, came down, all right, and then it went further down. Now, to me, when the news came in at 8:30, 8:30 is almost the end of the 8 hours candle, right? Because the 8 hours candles runs from 1 p.m., which is my time, to 9 p.m. Right? So for this 8 hours candle, which is this one, this candle, half of it is affected by the news. All right, so let's go to the 30 minutes candle. Here we are. Okay, so this is the 8 p.m. candle. This is the 8:30 p.m. candles, and where the news came in, right, it is a doji. You have sellers selling down, you have buyers buying up. Now, however, if you look at this 8:30 candle, which is just after the news came out, you can see that it closed. Okay, it closed at the lower portion of this candle, isn't it? Right. So, in a sense, that the seller from here would think that, all right, I'm going to bring it down because it closed further at the bottom of the candle. So more sellers jump in. All right. Now, what they did not see is that basically it only managed to close at the top end of this bullish candle. It couldn't push any further down when the news came in. All right, this second candle tried to push it down, but did not even go below the low of this bullish candle. Yeah, and then it also closed above about 50% of this bullish candle. So you have first sign of lots of buyer, and then you have the next lot of buyer forming this wick. And what you can see here next is a candle with no wick. Alright, the moment price close here, more buyers jump in. Okay, they give no chance to the seller, not even a small wick. This is just straight up bullish candle going up. Now, when I was looking at the 8 hours candle, knowing that the 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. candles is about to close, so all this last 30 minutes to an hour, I would just let the price run and let them sort out themselves. So this is the 9 o'clock candle, which is let me just confirm. Yes, this is the 9 o'clock candle, which means that this is the new 8 hours candle. So the first 30 minutes of this 8 hours candle created, initially it was very bearish, isn't it? And then the buyer starts to come up, and in a sense, this is how the 8 hours candle was formed. So the 8 hours go down, and subsequently from here, it is a straight up bullish candle until here, and then this portion is represented by the wick because it went up and come back here. Alright, so basically it should just close here actually. Alright, so my point here is that because I have been looking at the 8 hours candles, the end of the 8 hours candles, I'll just let the buyer and seller sort out themselves. And for the new 8 hours candle, same thing, I let the buyer and seller sort out themselves. Alright, and then you can see that from then on the buyers take over and the price just keep going up. So if you have been following my daily routines and everything, there are many opportunities for you to take the trades. Okay, first up is the previous day high and midpoint. All right, again, like what I say, price never closed below there. You can actually buy at any stage, especially this candle. See that it's quite bullish, okay? Or you can even buy when the price is above this buy zone. Okay, the stop loss could be here, the stop loss could be on the midday point. If you want, it can also be below the 8 hours range box. And from then on, right, with the news coming up, causing this candle, all right, it never actually touches your stop loss at all. So if you have look at breakout buy, breakout sell, and all these levels previously for many days, many weeks, many months, you would have the confidence to take a trade, especially in the buy direction. Okay, and if in regards to the 8 hours range box, you can see how before the news came in, price was just slightly above here. Okay, that means that this level is the correct level, because there is something to this level that the price stopped, try to push up here. Okay, it went up, and what happened next? Came back all the way down to retest this line. Yeah, and then it just shot up. So I hope you can appreciate the thing that I've been showing you, which is the 8 hours range box, the breakout buy and sell, and so on and so forth. All right, let's go back and look at the 8 hours again. So this is what I mean. All right, so we are at the 8 hours chart, and this bearishness wick here was caused by the 30 minutes of the news. Right, so this the news came in, went down, and this new candle initially was bearish, right, and then buyers start to jump in, and boom, off they go. Right, so if you were to buy from the previous day midpoint onwards, you will be looking at the maximum of 121 pips. If you were to buy from the breakout buy, that's roughly 100 pips. If you were to buy from the 8 hours breakout of the zone, it will be 67 pips. Okay, and also I always say that to wait for the first candle and second candle. All right, so the first candle now is officially closed above this 8 hours range box. So what will happen to the next 8 hours? I don't know. Okay, Monday Asia session, it could either people could take profit, bring the price down, or it could just come down a little bit and then keep pushing up. Right, so many opportunity for you to take the trades, or even the P wave. Right, once it close above, take the trade, and then off it goes. Now, why do I have such a bullish idea about it? If you have seen my many videos, I have always been saying higher time frame is going bullish, especially on a Thursday. Look at this candle. All right, with the I think I did a video on that, and with the strong US news, the candle actually went down, but I think from, was it 10 p.m. my time onwards, or 11 p.m. I can't remember now. Okay, all the buys just keep coming up. How much was this? How many pips was this week? This is from here to here, roughly about 66 pips. All right, there is just such a strong buyer here. That will give you an idea that, all right, somebody wants the price to go up, especially on the 8 hours. In the Asia session, you have another dodgy and decisive candles. All right, the moment price go above this one, high of this doji, you can see that it never come back. Right, So it's really how you want to trade this GBPUSD. There's so many methods: the breakout, buy, sell, the levels, the trend line, 8 hours box. There's so many confluence to tell you up, buy up. Okay, so I can only show you so many things, and you are the one that need to click the mouse button to take the trades. So where are we going from now? Where is the price going from now? Let me first look at the higher time frame lines. Okay, let me just hide the smaller ones and jump to the weekly. Okay, so again, the theory of going from one trend line to the other, hopefully it will happen, and it has to really break and close above this level first. Yep. Okay, the other interesting thing I wanted to show is the FIB, because FIB always tell me the future possible resistance area. So this is a daily from 12th of June. So let's go to daily. I have previously drawn all this, so let's just refresh the memory a bit. So daily, with the extension, we have A, B, and C. So price is currently above 61.8%. That means this leg, all right, price has gone up 61.8%. Is represented by here. All right. Okay, so let's look at daily last leg. Last leg. Okay, where is it? This is the last leg. Let me hide the other one. Yep. So this was the last leg for the daily one. Okay, so it retraces, touches 70.5%, and the theory of price retrace and bounce up usually go to these two levels. Right, let's move on to the weekly. So let's look at the 22nd May weekly level. So which is just here. This is the FIB. All right, so basically in the weekly time frame, if you look at that. Okay, so in a weekly time frame, this is the expansion, retracement. Okay, so based on a weekly, it will be these two levels. I hope you are not confused. Let me remove the day one. There we go. Okay, same theory as the day one, but this is on a weekly time frame. Now let's look at the weekly from September. This is the extensions. So I need to zoom up a bit. Last leg. Okay. So this is a much higher time frame, as you can see from here. Point A, B, C, and the price has only gone up to 50%, which is 50% of this leg, right? And then you bring it from here to here, 50%. So if in order for it to go to 100%, this will be the level, meaning the same level here. Okay, it will be the same level, right? The height, as in, with 100%. Right, and then we go to look at weekly from the March, which is just this leg. Okay, point A, point B, point C. Right, so let me hide the other one. Then you can see the price has gone up 61.8% of this leg. If it's 100%, it will be here. So why am I looking at all this? The reason is because I want to find a FIB level that is of about the same level. Okay, so can see that we have something on the same level. Let's go back here. Here we go. Was it this one? I think it's this one. Just hang on. Weekly. Right, we have it up there. September, March. Right. Okay. So you can see that I don't need this, right? No. Okay. So with the leg of, let me just confirm again. Is it the daily last leg? Okay, so I don't need this one. So by looking at the weekly fib and the weekly extension of March. All right, let's go there. Okay, with the weekly fib level, okay, and the extension 1, 2, 3, there is 2 levels here that overlap each other. Now this would usually imply to me that this is a high resistance area, which means that in order for price to go from this trend line to here, okay, you might just go and reach here as a strong resistance. If you manage to close here and keep going, this will be the second level, meaning that for the midterm target, it will be around this figure, okay, a round figure of 1.3000, and the next target after that will be around 1.3, okay, could be 800. Is it 800? No, 1.31 800, okay, or we can put it to 1.32. So these are the 2 future target for the price if you were to keep going up, right? So that is how I use the fib to plan out the potential resistance, which would then be my potential take profit area. Okay, I hope that is clear for you, simply because these 2 levels overlap based on different fib level. Okay, so let me just remove the fib. All right, let's go back to 8 hours here. That's fine, or even go back to 1 hour. Right, so I hope that from this NFP and how the price move, you learn something that is beneficial to you, and hope that you can make use of it, practice it, and follow my video, and keep doing the daily routine as what I have done. All right, and also if you want to ask me more questions, I have the Discord group, which is described in the descriptions. You can join there and to find out more, because sometimes when I don't do a video, I try to do a screenshot of the buy and sell zone. Okay, I try to, I can't always do it, and because especially for Monday and Tuesday when the trade, I don't think the trade will move, I won't waste my time in front of the chart. All right, is there anything I want to tell you? basically we have US CPI for next week, and then we have FOMC coming on the 26th of July. But let's take it one step at a time. Let's just look forward to next week CPI, and hopefully we shall see the price moving up in a healthy way. Okay, don't expect price to just keep shooting up. It has to retrace in order to move up. That will be a healthy uptrend. All right, hope to come back on Monday or Tuesday, otherwise it will be a Wednesday. Okay, or if you want to ask me the question, join my Discord group and then ask me a question from there. That's all. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.